Hi, everyone, and welcome. We've got a special one for you, as tonight's action is part of the NBA Cup. I'm Brian Anderson, here with Grant Hill and Stan Van Gundy. And with us on the sidelines, we've got Allie LaForce. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Klay Thompson.
And when you look at his offensive output over the past few years, it seems like other teams have figured him out and have his number now. He's having to put in a lot more effort on the offensive end, but without producing nearly the same results.
So the Houston starting five. Green is the 2 with Brooks at the 3. Alperen Sengun out there with Thompson, and it's Van Vliet in at the point guard position. And for the Warriors, they've got Jose Alvarado. Barnes is out there with George, and it's Chamberlain in at center, locking down the middle. Now here's Thompson inside. Sengun, and Sengun throw it down.
Yeah, great finish by Sengun. I love when he goes up with power.
Here's Alvarado. And Stan, for those teams struggling out of the gate, how do these coaches approach it right now?
Well, look, I think what's important, Brian, when you're talking to your team is they need to understand what it takes to win, why we win, and why we lose. And you've got to play to those expectations, all right, and those demands. It's not early in the year as much the results. It's about what you're doing on the court, well or poorly.
Nice shot by George.
You're capable of shooting 40% from deep for a season. Paul George is steady from downtown.
Van Vliet scanning the floor. Lets it go from 11. Here's Sengun. And there's 2. Work on the glass, man, off that time.
Yeah, great positioning and timing from Sengun there. And his height helps a little, too.
Pass to Ellis. To the inside. Here's Chamberlain. It's rebounded by Sengun. The Rockets have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Van Vliet outside. 4-3. Can't hit it. He's 0 for 2 now. San Francisco has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Here's George. Pass to Ellis. 5 to shoot. Here's Chamberlain. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. Chamberlain's gotten his 2nd bucket of the game.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
And it's Green missing. San Francisco leading by 3. George passes to Ellis. Kicks it to George. They set the screen. Up and over Brooks. Here's Chamberlain, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
Incredible work right there on the glass. Just doing all he can to extend that lead.
Hey, once you got him on the ropes, keep swinging away.
Yeah, this is the spot where coaches want you to be relentless. Don't even give them a glimpse of it.
And we've got a timeout called by Ime Udoka. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. And a chance to see the latest edition of the Power Rankings. Always fun to see where everyone in the league stands. If you look at the Mavericks, they slipped a bit. Still in the top 10, though.
Seeing where San Francisco is, they've been giving their all in every game, eager to show those who doubted them that they're capable of being the top team.
Now here's Brooks. Looking at the numbers, he's putting up 7 points a game. Thompson outside. And he makes it on the layup.
You know, inside is where Thompson excels, and the concentration allowing him to finish there.
It's George on the wing. Here's Chamberlain, defended by Sengun. They get the rebound. And And he dunks it down.
Well, if you're going to let him get that close to the rim, that's what's going to happen. Leaving no room for error with the slam.
And Grant, you look at the Rockets' additions over the last year or two. There's an emphasis on toughness.
Yeah, toughness, both physical and mental. Those are the kinds of veterans they've brought in. And that extends, of course, to the coaching staff, too.
Now here's Thompson. We saw him with 11 points in his last game.
And you see the tight handles from Thompson. He can break defenders down in pick and roll, ISO, you name it.
Alvarado outside. Pass to George. Back to Alvarado. Now George. Here's Ellis. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist.
And when you look at the numbers over the last few years, it's clear that George has made a jump as a playmaker.
Van Vliet with a screen on George. Here's Brooks. Another one falls for Houston. San Francisco leading by 4. Pass to Ellis. Here's Chamberlain. Chalk up 2 there. Chamberlain's got 10 points.
He's been a steady presence for them. Nice to have that kind of safety net at the offensive end.
Van Vliet, the pass to Green. They set the pick. Lets it go from deep. Rebound San Francisco. Chamberlain's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Ellis. Pass to Alvarado. George against Brooks. Over to the left wing. Here's Ellis. They get it again. Oh, he packs it down.
That is incredible.
Boom, he jams it straight down.
Can you say immediate entry into the highlight reel? Woo, what a dunk, B.A.
It's showtime now, man. They've built up a lead, and they're starting to rub it in. Now here's Van Vliet. Yet to see a basket. Şengün with it. And the layup is good off the glass.
You gotta love how Şengün attacks on the interior.
And here's Alvarado. Pass to Barnes. Here's Chamberlain. Here's Ellis. Green covering. It's stolen by Green. Now here's Van Vliet. He's guarded closely. Chamberlain pulls it in. Chamberlain's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. George tries again, and the layup is up and in. He's got 14.
Well, his offense is carrying them right now, and even with the defense keying on him, he's making great adjustments on the fly.
Now here's Brooks, and here's Thompson for 3. Pure from three-point range. Thompson's got 7 points in the game.
A confident shot from Amen. I mean, when he trusts his J, Thompson is that much more difficult to check.
And San Francisco calls time here. They defeated Milwaukee in their last game.
Yeah, and that one came down to their rebound. There was a big gap between the two teams there.
Yeah, their guys really got after it on the glass. Sometimes that's the difference maker between a win and a loss.
All right, the Rockets making a switch here. Smith's checked in. Here's a peek at the current NBA Cup standings for you here in the middle of the group round.
And at this point, it's still very much a mystery who's going to make it all the way to that NBA Cup championship game. A lot of basketball left to play.
Puts it up off the inbound. That one falls. 8 of 10 and scoring with confidence.
Yeah, their aggressive approach on the offensive glass has created second chance opportunities.
Thompson, a screen on ball. Pass to Smith. Rebound San Francisco. Chamberlain's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done.
Already +5 in terms of rebound margin.
Not really what we expected. You know he wants that one back.
Caldwell Pope against Thompson. Smith with a screen on Caldwell Pope. Brooks from outside. Rebound San Francisco. They're really clicking as a unit. Tonight looking for their 11th straight win.
Well, I think they've found something. I like how they're executing. They're playing with a lot of energy. We'll see if they can keep it going.
San Francisco shooting their first foul shot of the night. Houston making some changes. Eason's checked in for Thompson. Whitmore comes in for Brooks. And Holiday subbed in for Van Vliet.
One shot.
Here's Holiday. Smith outside. Pass to Eason. Now Whitmore. Smith with a screen on George. Here's Whitmore. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Athleticism showing through from Whitmore. He doesn't need much room at all to operate in close.
Ball passes to George. Here's Chamberlain. Ball outside. Takes a three. And it's Whitmore with the rebound. Rockets trail by 8. On the wing, Holiday. Pass to Green. Pulls up on the wing. And the shot is good on the assist by Holiday.
You love the confidence Green has. He wastes no time going up with the shot.
Man,
Ball finds George.
having a hard time stopping this Houston offense.
Back to Ball.
They stretching us out.
Here's
Hard for us
George.
to get back to the basket.
Shot clock at 6. That one
Nice
falls.
move by
His
George.
second make in 5 attempts.
Sturdy
The old
play
man.
from George in the paint, getting by the contact and to his finish.
And Ime Udoka has called timeout. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page.
Still
They're
got
moving
those good
on after the
one-on-one
tough
skills.
loss they took at the
Paul
hands of the
George.
Hornets.
In this league, you have to stay active at both ends of the floor. I thought their lackluster defense was the difference in the game.
Yeah, poor communication at the defensive end. Many of the rotations were late.
Shepard, he's checked in for Holiday. Well, we all know how much teams lean on their shooting guards to score the ball consistently. Here's a look at the 2 guards who have been filling it up this season. Jalen Green, 4th.
And night after night, we see this group light it up. If you try to take something away from them defensively, they'll beat you some other way.
Yeah, all of these guys can carry your team offensively over long stretches.
Sinks the tray. Green's got 5 points.
Yeah, and Green has tons of confidence in his three-point shot, and it was on display right there as he knocked it down.
Pass to George. Tipped.
The way they've gotten after rebounds has been impressive.
Smith inside. Chamberlain pulls it in. Chamberlain's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. Mobo can't hit. Rockets trail by 5. Smith outside. To the wing on the left. Here's Shepard, hounded by Ball. Pass to Whitmore. Late clock, Houston's got to hurry. The 3, Smith. Rebound San Francisco. George outside. Ball passes to Chamberlain. 1:19 left in the opening quarter. Up and over Smith. And it's Whitmore with the rebound. Houston
Damn.
has gone just 2
Wilt
for
missed
6
that dunk.
from
He
the
tried to
arc
do
here in
it
the
so
first.
hard he missed it.
Oh, wasted no time on that one.
And Houston comes
Green's
right
got
back
his
with a 3.
3rd basket of the night.
And what's working here, each guy
Man.
is willing to make the next pass.
Houston offense is hard to stop right now, man.
There's 53 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. That one's good for 2. And the Warriors lead by 4.
Caldwell Pope is a well-practiced shooter. Once the ball is in his hands, he's into his motion.
Tries the 9-footer.
Finally.
Got a hand on it.
Wilt's getting out.
Here they come.
Finds ball.
Here's ball. And he drops it in from the low post.
Wilt leading the break on that one.
6-point San Francisco lead. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock and the game clock. Picked by Smith. Here's Green. Rebound San Francisco. Chamberlain's got rebound number 15 here tonight. Caldwell Pope, the pass to George.
Whoa.
Chamberlain, no good.
Wilt, that's the deepest shot Wilt shot all season long.
But if the defense is giving it up, I like that shot selection despite the mistake.
And so it's San Francisco leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. Their key to consistency has been their dominance in the paint. They've been the more physical team. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And guys, what's your take on San Francisco so far?
Well, it's simple. Rebounding made all the difference in the first quarter. They really got after it.
Hey, look, it's simple. More rebounds means more possessions, and that's clearly been their priority.
Taking a look at the Rockets. Smith and Şengün play together in the front court. Then there's Whitmore. Then it's Tari Eason. And it's Lewis in at the 1 spot. Pass to Mobo. And here's Caldwell Pope. Here's Chamberlain, defended by Şengün. Back to Ball. Bearing his second of 3 attempts.
And I like the mix of power and agility Ball uses inside. One way or another, he's going to get a shot.
To the middle. Out to the wing. To the left side wing. For 3, Smith. That one no good. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for San Francisco. They'll be off to Portland for a meeting with the Trailblazers after this one. It'll be the front end of a 2-game road trip. Pass to Chamberlain. And Smith over to help. Thompson with it. Hits the target from 18 feet. And now it's a 10-point San Francisco lead.
And another great assist. The offense is really clicking now.
Lewis passes to Şengün. Now Whitmore. Şengün in the post. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Şengün's got 8 points.
And if I'm his coach, I'm very pleased with this kind of energy on the offensive glass. Textbook play.
Chamberlain passes to Caldwell Pope. And the 3-pointer goes. He's got 5.
Well, that's what Caldwell Pope is out there to do. A terrific shooter from three-point land.
Since being selected in the 21 draft, Alperen Şengün has really improved.
Yeah, from 9 points per game as a rookie to over 20 in his 3rd year.
Oh my God!
Did
y'all see that?
Game over a season. A huge number for
that
a
was sick.
Post guy.
Hold on.
He is so skilled.
Here's Chamberlain. Second shot opportunity.
Rockets he missed it. I gotta go back and see that. Chamberlain missed those 2 offensive attempts, but man, oh my goodness, man, Chamberlain was up there, bro. Are you serious? There's a man playing with boys. He was like about a good 2 feet away from me, man. He had to cover all that distance. Just jumped up. Gimme that. God damn. Bro. Look at Shane. Man, Şengün can't believe it. Look at oh my God. I don't even think Mogbo can believe it in the background. Man, what the hell did I sign up for, bro? What the
rebound. Şengün's got his 5th rebound in this
God
one.
Damn.
Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Lewis passes to Şengün. From outside, off the mark. San Francisco leading by 11. Down low. Here's Chamberlain. Hits the rim on the way in, and the bucket is good. Chamberlain's got 21.
This is what Ball is known for, a selfless player who is terrific at facilitating the offense.
Lewis passes to Smith. And now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter here. Here's Whitmore outside. Drops in the three. Whitmore's gotten his second bucket.
The defense gave him a little space, and he took advantage.
Pass to Thompson. To the paint. Here's Chamberlain. Yes, sir, and it's Ball with the assist that time. Chamberlain's got 4 points in the quarter.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
To the left wing. Ball outside. Back to Thompson. There's the three. Smith with the rebound.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
From deep. Eason can't get it to go.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Caldwell Pope. Seems like every team in the league could use a player like Kentavious Caldwell Pope.
Yeah, Brian, look, the term 3 and D at times seems like a backhanded compliment, but not with KCP. He does both the 3 and the D at elite levels.
Always takes the toughest backcourt assignment and more than holds down his own. The first free throw is good, and it just seems like shelf life for head coaches gets shorter and shorter. Stan, even winning coaches aren't safe.
Yeah, even the teams in the top 2 or 3 of their conference are sometimes opting to make a change. In that kind of environment, it's a challenge to coach with any real authority.
LaRavia's checked in for San Francisco. Back to Smith. Let's go with a three. Houston with another miss.
I mean, he's trying to shoot his way out of what's becoming a prolonged cold streak.
Yeah, I get it, but you don't want him forcing things. It's better to get your shots within the flow of the offense.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Ali LaForce.
Well, similarities in the games of Alperen Şengün and Nikola Jokic. A couple years back, Jokic suggested that Houston run their offense more through him, and they have. Jokic said that's going to benefit the whole organization. He wants to pass and play for the team. They'll move when the ball is in his hands. Brian?
Well, Jokic would know. Thanks, Ali. Here's Chamberlain. It's hauled in by Houston. This, their first look at this year's San Francisco squad.
These teams split the season series last year, neither making an impact in the conference overall. And they're ahead right now because they're working so hard on the glass.
Yeah, they're winning the possession battle, and that's often what decides games in the NBA.
Outside Eason takes the three. Chamberlain pulls it in.
They've shown the power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Here's the pick. Back to Caldwell Pope. Ball outside. Thompson outside. Here's Chamberlain. The basket's good. Off the assist from Thompson. Chamberlain's got 6 points in the quarter.
I love the way he went with the bounce pass there. Great awareness.
They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
It's tipped. Now Caldwell Pope. 7 points in the game. Pass to Ball. Here's Chamberlain. And he goes with the big dunk right over Alperen Şengün.
I almost can't believe what I saw. Incredible.
I'm speechless, man. I'm speechless. Rockets trail by 16. Thompson outside. Back to Van Vliet. Şengün a screen on ball. Here's Van Vliet. And there's Şengün. That one's good. On the assist from Van Vliet. Şengün's got...
Ten. He's really carrying the load, but no man can do it all by himself.
Pass to Chamberlain. Back to ball. And he drops in the layup off the glass. He has 6.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
Yeah, look at the strength from Van Vliet. Not the biggest, but wouldn't be denied.
Ball with it. He's got 6. Thompson. The offensive rebound.
Almost too wide open there. That's like a warm-up jumper for him.
And so they foul intentionally.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Dillon Brooks checked in for the Rockets. Green comes in for Şengün. Thompson attacking. Rebound San Francisco. Puts up a deep 3. And Thompson gets a 3. And the Warriors lead by 17.
They're shooting nearly 50% from beyond the arc, and their confidence is growing.
Thompson outside. Back to Van Vliet from behind the arc. The rebound by Klay Thompson.
Well, he just doesn't have it right now. It's as simple as that. And his team is struggling as a result.
On the wing, Thompson. Pass to LaRavia. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. It's going to be on him in Thompson.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for San Francisco.
Well, I have to applaud their ball movement. They're moving the ball around, finding the best looks they can, and keeping everyone involved.
Another thing they're doing right early on tonight is attacking the offensive glass, just outworking the defense and winning second chances at the hoop.
Eason's checked in for Smith. Well, Stan, in this league, the opportunity always exists to make a name for yourself.
It certainly does, Brian. And guys that maybe haven't gotten their opportunity, if they're ready when they get it, then they're going to burst onto the scene, and they'll no longer be under the radar guys. Look at a guy like Jalen Brunson, 2nd-round pick, bench guy in Dallas for a long time, and then now an all-star.
Here's Thompson. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
And what I like about Thompson, along with the high-level athleticism, he has a high-level feel for the game.
This is his first trip to the free throw line tonight. That free throw is good from Thompson. Will stand the minimum games threshold for postseason awards. It seems to be working as a motivator.
Well, especially, Brian, because those awards can impact player contracts. So that benchmark, 65 games, about 80% of the schedule, that's a bar that players are looking to surpass.
Do you like the 65 games, or would you like to see a different number?
I mean, I think it's great. If anything, I'd like to see it higher.
Eason comes with a double. Healed from outside. Knocks down the long J. And the Warriors lead by 19.
They're unafraid to let it rip from downtown, extending their lead.
Van Vliet, the pass to Green. Over Hield. And there's Green on the assist by Van Vliet. Van Vliet's got 3 assists now in this one.
Yeah, good shot. I mean, Green makes it look easy.
Now here's Alvarado. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Back to George. Pass to Chamberlain. Outside Hield. Fires from deep. And can't get it to go. Now 1 of 2. And so it's Green who brings up the ball for the Rockets. 7. Brooks against George. Thompson with it. Overhealed. Thompson, no good. Now here's Alvarado, defended by Thompson. Pass to George. And he gets it to go. George has got 7 points.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Now Thompson. Brooks outside. The three is up. The basket's good. Off the assist from Thompson. Brooks has gotten his second bucket on the night.
And he's much more comfortable shooting off a pass. Brooks with a nice shot.
Alvarado outside. Pass to Chamberlain. Hield passes to Alvarado. The three, George. Thompson pulls it in. Thompson's got 4 rebounds in the game. And he's going for the oop here. It's Eason with the jam.
The pass, the catch, the slam. What a clean play.
Man, absolutely jaw-dropping. Here's Alvarado. Deflected. Van Vliet with it. Guarded now by Alvarado. Yep, count it. Van Vliet's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, Van Vliet likes to work up close and personal at the basket. Always ready to take it inside.
Pass to Chamberlain. Now here's Hield. Here's Chamberlain, defended by Eason. It's George on the wing. From outside the arc. On target from range. 10 points for him.
And the defense has to be more aware of Paul George. You got to know how fast his trigger is.
Van Vliet outside. Knocked away. Thompson outside. And the ball is tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. Lets it go. The shot comes out. And so it's San Francisco liking their chances, ending the quarter with a 15-point lead. We hear teams talk about wanting to get the ball inside, but this is how you do it. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this.
Welcome to halftime. First things first, a look ahead at other games on the docket tonight. The Nets out in Brooklyn will go up against the Magic. That one starting at 7 p.m. Eastern.
These are solid teams, pretty close talent-wise.
Absolutely a sneaky good game that should be very entertaining.
And let's move on now to that first half. Obviously, a lot of work to do for the Rockets.
The big reason they're getting washed out has been raining threes.
But they didn't know this was coming? They didn't watch the film? Read the scouting report? Come on, man.
Glad you could join us. Ryan Anderson and crew are ready to take it away for the start of the third quarter.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Here's Green. We've got Harrison Barnes. He's out there with Paul George. And it's Chamberlain in at the 5. Brooks against George. Here's Van Vliet. Chamberlain pulls it in. San Francisco leading by 15. You know, Grant and Van Vliet, they've got a guy who's been through everything in this league.
Yeah, B.A. Van Vliet's seen it all. He's won a championship. He's been in the All-Star game. He's been on a last-place team. But no wonder nothing seems to faze him.
And for Houston, Van Vliet and Green, they're manning the backcourt. Amen Thompson out there with Alperon Şengün. And it's Brooks in at the 3 slot. Pass to Thompson. Rebound San Francisco.
And it didn't register as an official block, but he did everything you want in disrupting that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
He gets it in there. Van Vliet's got 6.
He has such a creative finish. FVV in the open.
And here's Alvarado. No points so far. George passes to Alvarado. Back to George. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Şengün with a steal. Brooks left side. Second chance shot. Oh, he drains it. His 6th make and 9 tries so far.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Now here's Alvarado. Tight defense on him. George outside. The 3 ball. That one is off. Rockets trail by 13. Pass to Brooks. Thompson against Barnes. A shot from the mid-range. Chamberlain pulls it in. San Francisco has gotten 6 of 13 shots to go from outside the arc. Here's George. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. 12 points for him.
Yeah, muscling his way for the bucket. George doing what he does best.
Van Vliet outside. Got a piece of it. Alvarado outside. Inside. Here's Chamberlain. Nails the baby hook. Chamberlain's got 4 points this quarter.
Deep into the game, you rely on players like him to keep delivering.
Outside, Green. And there's a pick. Launches it. Green's feeling it at the arc.
Scoring is Jalen Green's top skill. I mean, he can pile up the points in a hurry.
Here's Alvarado. He's scoreless. George left side. Lets the 3 fly. Here's Chamberlain. Defended by Şengün. Offensive board. Back to Barnes. Shoots over Thompson. Barnes no good. Rockets trail by 14. And it's Van Vliet off the drive. And the whistle on the shot. Got some contact there. Misses the shot, but he'll shoot 2.
And very elusive. Van Vliet slipping through the defense and drawing contact.
You were there, Stan, in Miami at the inception of Heat culture. Give us a taste of it.
Well, it's a little bit overblown in one way, in that everyone basically wants people who work hard and get in shape and compete. The difference maybe with the Heat is they just have a lower tolerance for players who don't meet their standards.
Here's Chamberlain. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. That one on Şengün.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
And these will be his 2nd and 3rd shots at the line here.
Yeah, free throws were an issue for him in their last contest. He just couldn't find the mark.
And good on the 2nd, so he makes them both.
Wilt with 33 and 30.
Rockets trail by 14.
7 assists.
Brooks outside. Thompson outside.
Şengün cutting. Cut the pick here.
Şengün, a screen on Barnes. Pass to Şengün.
Good kickback.
19-footer.
And called a foul on that. Wilt running hard. Got a mismatch.
Here's Ellis. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Chamberlain gets the bucket.
Man, that was dead on the rivals. No way.
See a pattern
they had no chance.
Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Şengün fell down. He couldn't get back.
Brooks a screen
got a
on
mismatch.
Barnes. Here's Thompson. From 13 feet, down
Thompson.
it goes. Thompson's got 11 points.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from there.
Here's Chamberlain, defended by...
Wow!
Now, I know he makes it look easy, but it takes incredible physical tools to pull that off.
Athleticism and explosion. On the wing, Green. The basket's good. Off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got his 3rd assist of the night.
3-point shot, keep it a minute. They still relatively in the game still.
Alvarado outside. Pass to Thompson. Here's Ellis. Here's Chamberlain, defended by Şengün. Here's Chamberlain. The shot, no good. Good D by Şengün. A moment to hear from Ali LaForce.
He is tired.
Hey, Brian. Well, in today's high-scoring NBA, every position has to be a threat. All-star Donovan Mitchell said, we're getting away from the point guards who are just floor generals. It's passing and scoring that you're starting to see. And your level of scoring allows you to be a better playmaker.
Harrison Barnes going all the way.
No doubt, Ali.
Off
Thank
the
you.
assist from Chamberlain.
Rockets trail by 15. Thompson outside.
Thompson bombing away out here.
Target from 3-point range.
The perimeter game has failed him thus far. Hit 1 from range in the first half, but nothing since.
And so Thompson will bring it up for the Rockets. The Lakers will be traveling in to face them after this one. It'll be a
Wilt
quick
on Van
stop
Vliet
over
over
at
here in the
home
mismatch.
before they have to get
If
back
they
out
go
on the
to it.
road. Brooks finds Şengün.
They're going to let Will off the hook here. They're not going to go at it.
Green.
Van Vliet still take him off the dribble.
Chamberlain pulls it in. San Francisco leading by 15. Alvarado right side.
Will, we ain't going to let him off the hook.
Thompson.
Hold on.
Here's Chamberlain. Yes.
Oh.
Nice assist from Thompson.
We ain't let him off the hook. They had Wilt on Van Vliet. They didn't take advantage of what we did, though. That's actually good defense by Van Vliet. He forced him to take the ball way out there, but still, with that jump, with that height, he could just turn around and just measure it. A little left, a little touch shot.
Chamberlain's got 39.
Well, when you have a guy scoring like he is, you redraw every play to be about getting him the ball.
And Ime Udoka has called timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Checked in for Houston. All right, a chance to check out stats for Paul George.
And over the last 5 games, his field goal percentage has increased. And you can make a case his confidence as well because of this.
Rockets trail by 17. Outside Eason. Pass to Green. From deep. And no good.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
And Kolek gets it to go. And the Warriors lead by 19.
You know, they're really being bullied right now defensively. 8 of the last 10 points have come from inside.
Şengün, the screen. Here's Van Vliet. Houston with another miss.
Yeah, those shots from him are certainly not helping their case.
Pass to Chamberlain. Shoots from 12. Thompson pulls it in. Thompson's got his 6th rebound on the night. To end the drought. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Our 2K leaderboard highlighting the NBA's assist leaders over the last month. The 4th spot held by the Warriors.
And over this last stretch, this team has been incredible passing the rock, playing great team basketball.
No good on the free throw. And he ends up missing both free throws.
He's giving his all, but you can't force yourself back on track.
Caldwell Pope's shot is off. Rockets trail by 19. Here's Green, and he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
I love it. Slashing his way inside. Green forcing the issue.
All right, guys, what do you think so far on the offensive approach for the Warriors?
Well, they've clearly been focused on getting the ball inside. And up to this point, the defense has not had an answer.
And also, I just love how they've been moving the ball side to side on the perimeter. Great passing, unlocking their offensive potential.
Smith, he's checked in for the Rockets. Whitmore comes in for Thompson.
And for Green, it's about trying to be consistent. He has talent, and he needs to play to his strengths.
Pass to Chamberlain. Out to Thompson. The 3 is up. Knocks it down from distance. Thompson's got 8.
Well, he's shooting a high percentage, but not taking enough shots, in my opinion. He needs to be more aggressive on offense.
Picked by Smith. Here's Van Vliet. Baseline jumper right on the money. Van Vliet's got 6 here in the quarter.
And clearly from mid-range, Van Vliet seems pretty comfortable. As long as he likes the angle, that's a shot he can make.
Pass to Thompson. Here's Kolek. Here's Chamberlain, covered by Smith. Clock at 4. It's deflected.
And putting his length to good work. Smith gets aggressive and finds the block.
Well, they wouldn't be in the position they're in without his contribution. He has tormented this defense tonight.
On the wing, Green. He's covered by Caldwell Pope, and it's Green missing. San Francisco leading by 20. On the wing, Caldwell Pope. He has 7. Pass to Chamberlain. Thompson outside. There's the triple. Robbed.
Oh, no, Wilt Chamberlain's hurt.
Outside Whitmore.
Wilt Chamberlain is hurt.
Here's Eason.
Wilt Chamberlain is hurt.
2 on the layup. Eason's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Wilt's
That's
hurt.
what you're looking for. Shots from point-blank range.
Here's
Wilt
Chamberlain. There's 1:54
He's
left.
still
in the
playing
third.
through it.
Puts it up from 12. It's
Wilt
hauled in
is
by
hurt.
Houston.
Uh-oh.
Smith outside. On the wing, Green. Shoots over Thompson, and it's Green missing.
I don't see anything wrong with
San
this. Jay.
Francisco has gone
It's not his
7 of
leg.
15 from distance.
It
in
might
this
be a
game.
hand issue or something.
Here's
He's
Kolek.
playing through it, though. He don't want no timeout. So
Pass to Thompson.
let him play through it.
Here's Chamberlain. Green covering. Fades back. And that one hits the back iron. Rockets trail by 18. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding.
Nothing's wrong
to
with
a
his
halt.
legs.
Rebound San Francisco. Laravia's got 5 rebounds tonight. 52 seconds left in the 3rd quarter of the game. They set a pick. Here's Kolek. Perfect pass to set up the lay-in. Chamberlain's got 43 points.
Want to score in the NBA? Picks can really force the D to make tough choices.
Here's Van Vliet. Buries it from about 10 feet away.
What a difference a half can make. As much as he struggled in the first 2 quarters, he certainly made up for it with his play in the second half.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Rockets trail by 18.
You'd like to let the
I like
clock
Kolek's
run and
game
take the final
style.
shot.
Yeah, unless it's a gimme,
Oh, man, I got faked
there's
out.
no reason to put up an early shot here.
Here's Smith. Deflected. Here's Kolek. Here's Chamberlain. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but
Wilt
it is
Chamberlain sustained an
offline.
injury.
And so it's San Francisco feeling confident. 18-point
Let's see what
lead
it
to win
is
that
here.
quarter. The hustle they've shown on defense has been tremendous. Back to the game after this break.
If Wilt goes out, this is going to drastically change how this team performs. I'll tell you that. It's going to drastically. It is not going to be the same look. This entire team is built around Wilt's abilities. If Wilt can't play, then well.
All right, let's take a look at our assist to the game presented by State Farm.
And he definitely deserves.
Let's go to the injury report here and see what's going on with Wilt. Wilt right now has a right hip injury to be determined. Let's go to him outright and see what's going on with Wilt. And Wilt Chamberlain cannot play. He can't come back in. He's hurt. He's out, guys. Wilt Chamberlain's hurt, bro. So that's the only thing that can knock Wilt out. He got hurt. He will not play every minute of every game. Obviously now. Unless he comes back here in the fourth real quick. Because I can't put him back in. And we don't have it. Well, that means that Steven Adams will have to take the place at center. So Wilt Chamberlain is hurt. This is the first time in this series. Of all the players that have gotten hurt in these series, I would have thought Wilt would have been the least likely. Out of all the other, like Magic has yet to get hurt. Bird's never gotten hurt. Jordan never even got close to getting hurt. You would think it'd be, out of all the players that would never get hurt, it'd be Wilt. Every game is taking its toll. So we're gonna see how this team looks now. I mean, look at these overalls. It's not looking good. Paul George, get your ass in there. Carry the load, son. Get your ass in there. Matter of fact, I'm putting Paul George at point guard. Let him run the show. Screw it. Second best player, go out there.
The award. Reading the defense like a point guard.
Well, his height gives him the ability to see the floor, and he makes a quick decision and a great
Wilt Chamberlain has done the unthinkable, folks.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. We've got Barnes, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope out there with Klay Thompson, and it's Kolek.
Can we see a comeback here by Houston now that Wilt's out? The lane's going to be open now. They got no shot blocker.
Fade away. That one falls.
Oh, here comes Şengün.
From Holiday.
Now he's confident now.
He can do in the paint.
Şengün confident.
Mid-range game provides some pop as well.
On the wing, Thompson. Over Easton.
Oh,
Thompson
man.
Shot is off.
Now Klay can't hit.
Shooting only 40% from the floor in this game. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot.
Yeah.
Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. It's on Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And he knocks down the first one.
Staring at this deficit, they're trying to be more aggressive and get themselves to the line.
Got Steven Adams in there as the backup.
San Francisco. Steven Adams comes in for Barnes. And it's George in for Klay
Wilt
Thompson.
Chamberlain is hurt, folks. If you're just tuning in. And this game is far from over.
Pass to George.
Paul George has got to step up and carry the load.
Caldwell-Pope with it. Takes a 13-footer. And once again, off the mark by San Francisco. Rockets trail by 14.
It's a totally different look without Wilt out here, man. His offense ain't the same.
Here's Şengün.
Şengün.
Good. 8 buckets in 12 attempts.
It's a 12-point game, y'all. This is not anywhere near over.
Move to keep feeding him the ball.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like
we got to hold it down,
recently,
man.
He's got to be the
Tell your friends, Wilt Chamberlain's hurt, folks. We got a game here
Adams
because
pass to Caldwell-Pope.
this team is built around Wilt. It ain't
Back
built
to
around
Adams.
Steven Adams in the post. I'll tell you that.
Drops in the layup.
Oh, he got one in.
Adams has got his first points of the night.
Yeah, what physicality from Adams down low. Brushing off the contact and getting the easy bucket.
That's a big shot by Adams.
Outside
He needed
Easton.
that.
Holiday
Show him he
screen
can
on
score in the
George.
post without Wilt. Oh, good fake out.
Back to
He
Holiday.
had me. He should have took the shot.
To the
Drop
inside.
for Şengün.
Oh,
Good
it's stolen
play.
by Adams.
Let's get a cheap one. Paul
Pass to
George.
George. Shoots over Easton. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. And the
Hold it
Warriors
down.
lead by 16.
And that's the versatility of George. He does it from long range, mid-range.
Come on, Adams. You
and
got to
at
stay
the
with
rim.
that man.
Şengün. Ooh, some solid defense from Adams. The Warriors have gone 2 of 5 from the field in this final
George.
George.
Nice.
Good. This team looks to him to score the ball. They feel good when he's taking the shots.
To the middle.
Oh, gave it right back, though.
It's Eason with the jam.
I fell asleep
Well, he
defensively.
led him with the pass there, almost like a
Wilt
quarterback
Chamberlain has
timing
sustained a
route.
right hip
That
injury.
was impressive.
He might be able to play through it. We don't know yet. But we know from now he will not be
Just
able to
about
play
3 minutes
every
to
minute
the
of
fourth
the
and
game.
final quarter here.
Obviously, because he's out
Adams
now.
finds
So
Caldwell Pope.
that pledge is no longer valid. So
George outside. Pass to Adams. Shoots over Şengün. That one's wide left.
and his
Rockets
offense don't
trail
look
by
nowhere near the
16.
same without Wilt in here, man. It looks totally different now. It was built around him.
Smith with it. Left side Holiday. The rebound by Kolek.
What we do have is a lot of
Here
good
in the fourth
one-on-one
quarter,
defensive
just under
players.
2.5
That's our
gone by.
saving grace.
And here's George.
Everybody out there can guard their man. For the most
Adams
part.
with the ball.
Nope.
Outside, Caldwell Pope. Over Whitmore.
Good
Adams,
rebound.
the pass to Caldwell Pope.
I'm glad I picked up Steven Adams, man. There's that backup plan just in
Here's
case. You
Kolek.
just never know.
Pass to George. Over Easton. George's shot is off. Rockets trail by 16. Outside Holiday. Down low.
Oh, come on, man.
And we've got a timeout called by Ime Udoka. He clearly wants to talk it over and make sure everyone
All right.
is focused.
Let's take a look and see if Will. He's like he's cool right there. Is he good to go? No, he's still out. He is out he is down for the count. I'll tell you one thing. His injury is taking him down from a 99 overall to a 97. So let's see what it's affected. His layups, standing dunk has went down significantly. His dunking has gone down. Close shots have down. Oh man, he's hook shot and fade away. All his offensive skills are basically, he's a bum. I mean, he has no offensive skills anymore. These are the things he did great. Now he can't do shit. But yeah, he's still a 97. That means his defensive skills are probably still there. Shot blocking and all that type of stuff and rebounding. But offensively, he's nowhere near what he was. So even if he can play, he won't be able to dominate offensively. Interesting.
Focused. All right, the Rockets making a switch here. Van Vliet's checked in. And let's take a look at some of the players we expect to participate in this year's dunk contest. Always an exciting event.
Yeah, year after year, these guys find new ways to innovate and stun the judges. It's remarkable stuff.
You look at Thompson, and he's just short of the #1 spot in the voting. No question, it seems that he'll be a factor in the dunk contest.
Yeah, B.A., you don't want to have to win in the
Man,
voting to be
Houston's
the winner on the
confidence
court
is
come
going up by
All-Star
leaps and
weekend.
bounds.
I'm sure he's got what it takes to get some 10s from the judges.
And there you have it. This year's dunk contest field looks incredible. We'll keep you up to date in the voting.
That is always a highlight of All-Star Weekend.
Come on,
Watching guys
Paul.
just fly through the air. And I enjoy watching all of the guys on that list slam it home.
All right, time for an injury report.
Thanks. I just talked with San Francisco's head athletic trainer. The initial
4 to
reports
6
are
weeks.
saying that this is a serious injury and that he'll likely miss significant playing time. Right in
4
the
to
middle of
6.
the schedule, some
4 to
unfortunate
6 weeks.
timing for sure. We wish him the best on his recovery. Brian?
Okay, Allie, thank you. Boy, this injury definitely looks like it could be serious, guys.
Wilt
Here's
Chamberlain
hoping
will
it's
be.
not, but yeah.
He might
this
be.
team may have to get
He might
used
be able to
playing
play
without
through
him
it,
for a
but
bit.
oh
Yeah,
my
you
goodness.
never want to speculate
Y'all,
on injury, but that
they've got
didn't
it to
look
under
like
10.
something you were going to
Timeout,
from.
Team Chamberlain.
Warriors call timeout.
There's no way coach likes this effort.
Man, it's
They
looking
need to be
bad.
focused.
Yeah, you have to take a timeout in a situation like this. Stop the bleeding a bit and regroup.
Wilt Chamberlain is hurt, and we got no answers. Paul George is not stepping up. Take control of this game. He's the second best player on the team. Can we put him in? I think we can put him in. He can play. Wilt's back in now. He can play again. Okay. Wilt can play. Thank God. But he's gonna play hurt though. Come back in with Buddy Hield. Need some offense.
Houston making some changes. Thompson comes in for Smith.
So Wilt Chamberlain will now be playing hurt the rest of the way.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
I had a chance to find out what the Warriors coach was going over with his guys. He told them, no time to celebrate. The work is not finished. We've got to stick with it and keep growing what we've got here. Words of wisdom for his squad. Back to you.
Okay, thank you, Allie. Pass the ball. Here's Chamberlain. Shoots over Şengün. Chamberlain gets the bucket. Chamberlain's got 18 points in just the second half. Outside Eason. Back to Van Vliet.
Wilt coming in, trying to hold it down. 10-point game.
Good D by Ball. San Francisco leading by 10.
That's all right. Let's just slow the game down. We don't got to go so fast.
To Chamberlain. Double
Lonzo.
by Van Vliet. And stolen
good
by
steal.
Green. It's a one-on-one situation.
That's 2 points.
That's good from Eason. On the assist by Thompson.
Thought I had Lonzo on that cut.
Assist with that last one. Now here's Ball. George outside. Here's Chamberlain, defended by Şengün. Here's Chamberlain. It's hauled in by Houston. Şengün's got a rebound number 12 here already in the game.
Chamberlain.
Inside.
Can't get back. That bad hip.
And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
This is going to be a long 5 minutes right here.
For the game. He's savvy and he knows how to get a call.
Maybe it's not worth it. Maybe we just go ahead and just sit Chamberlain. Just call it off, you know. He's not going to play every minute of every game now. There's no point in honoring that now.
That free throw no good.
Yeah, Şengün's aggressive style is what gets him here.
Brooks, he's checked in for Eason. He hits the second from the line.
I could react. Yeah, look at him right now. Look at Wilt. Yeah, Wilt ain't right, man. Is it really worth it? Is it worth it to sacrifice the season?
Ball surveys the floor.
For foolish pride.
Out to Hield. Here's Chamberlain, defended by Şengün. From 13. And no
fadeaway ain't right, man.
And here's Thompson.
He can't run no more, man. Şengün getting back. Oh, my God.
8 points in the fourth.
Yeah, how about
he's hurting the team
there? Great pass and even better finish by
timeout. Warriors called timeout.
Wilt Chamberlain is... This is some drama. This is some drama, y'all. He's hurting the team, man. We got to take him out. He can't run. He can't score. Hot. Wilt Chamberlain. I don't know what to say, y'all. Get Harrison Barnes back in there. We need some offense. And give me back with Ellis, 3-and-D guy. I'm going to go with Alvarado because he's a better overall defensive player right now. Gets a turnover. That's all I got, man. It's a totally different team without Wilt, man. Take Wilt away, it's totally different.
On defense, the Rockets. Trailing
this team was built to complement the talents of Wilt Chamberlain.
Alvarado outside. Thompson.
Oh my God.
Decent reach and solid instincts.
Here comes Houston
to get a hand on it.
Brooks, the pass to Van Vliet.
Van Vliet. Can't get the rebound.
Like Houston's ball.
The rebounds that are usually always
for San Francisco.
Wilt Chamberlain's.
On Saturday, they'll begin a road trip starting in Portland.
Wilt Chamberlain is on the bench hurt.
And then Sunday, they're off to Toronto to face off with the Raptors.
Hold this down.
Looking at this stretch,
5-point
they should
game
have
with
little issues beating
4
most
minutes
of
and a
their
half to go.
opponents. They just need to keep the intensity up and avoid playing down to their competition.
Thank God he took that bad shot. Need to run some clock here.
And here's Alvarado.
for Paul George on a curl.
George outside.
Get to the free throw line, George.
Right at the free throw line to count the basket. Well, George has got 6
I meant to the
points
free
in the
throw
quarter.
line.
Well, he's been
Get
very
fouled, but I'll
efficient
take
in
that
this
too.
quarter. Keep
Great
getting
shot by
him the
George.
ball.
The kick out to Van Vliet.
Good defense.
Thompson against Barnes. Şengün a screen on Barnes.
Oh,
Thompson
man.
passes to Şengün.
Good
it's
D, y'all.
stolen by Adams.
Pull it back, pull it back. You ain't gonna hit that. Pull it back.
Alvarado outside.
Pull that back.
George
Here's the
outside. Pass to Adams.
Alvarado
outside. Just
open.
5 on the clock. Can't hit that one.
Can't get the
He's
rebound.
been tremendous at corralling misses all
Now
night
used to be
long.
Wilt Chamberlain
No
all over
doubt
that.
How much those
Oh,
boys
my
impact
God.
the overall outcome. You can't give them extra chances.
Credit the hard work coming back.
Oh,
They're doing their
my
best to
God.
steal this game.
Yeah, look, they've shown great resolve to work their way back into this one, but they're not done yet. They're going to have to grind it out.
Back to Adams.
Good rebound. Kick it back
Kicks
out.
to Barnes. Alvarado outside. Pass to George. Back to
Hold on.
Alvarado.
Here comes Steven
To the
Adams.
inside.
Open.
Adams
Got
shot's
him.
good. And the Warriors lead by 7.
They have the lead, but haven't been
Be
playing
patient.
nearly
Stay in
as
your
hard on
offense.
the offensive glass.
Stay in the
I wonder
offense.
if they just want to get back defensively.
Van
Here's
Vliet.
And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. That's on Jose Alvarado.
Just an active score. Defenses know when Van Vliet is looking to capitalize.
Man, Wilt
forcing them to
Chamberlain might not be able to
compromise
play.
sometimes.
That free throw good from Van Vliet.
Out of all the players I do this with, Wilt would have been the least likely to get hurt, in my opinion.
Both good from the line that time.
I would expect
Well, he
Larry
might have been a
Bird to
little
have gotten injured by
passive in
now
the first half, but that's changed. I like this more aggressive approach.
before Wilt Chamberlain would.
Alvarado, the pass to George. Şengün against Adams. Pass to George. It's rebounded by Şengün. And it's Houston's ball. They're on a 19-6 run. Brooks, the pass to Van Vliet. From downtown.
Oh, my goodness.
Connects from downtown.
2-point game. They were,
23.
man.
I mean, you have to love the
How much is
intensity
one
Van
man
Vliet
worth?
plays with
I tell you.
in these situations. He's
My
always
goodness.
ready to
One
meet a
man
challenge.
go out the game. Everything changes.
Back to George. Pass to Alvarado.
Stars matter. What can I say?
Barnes against
Paul
Thompson.
George.
Here's George. That one's good.
Got him.
And it's Barnes with the assist.
Big shot by George.
George has got 10 points in just the second half.
This team counts on George to deliver points. His consistency
Get back.
under pressure is key to their offense.
Stay on your man. Stay on your man. Don't gamble. Don't gamble.
Ooh, he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. That's on Jose Alvarado.
That's throwing Lonzo Ball there now. Give him a try.
He hits the first one. And that narrows the lead down to just 3.
And the big X factor Van Vliet brings to the team is leadership. He's very talented at setting a good tone out on the floor
Oh, my
and
gosh.
organizing his guys.
Ball, he's checked in for Alvarado.
Yeah, he's a guy you want at the line, and clearly not affected by the moment.
Brooks against George. Pass to Adams. George, right side. Just 5 to shoot. Up and over Brooks.
No.
George with another miss.
Couldn't get it. 2-point game.
Van Vliet
Houston
against
trying to
Ball.
upset.
Tie it up. Oh, and
Oh,
there's the
my
whistle on the
goodness.
shot. So 2 free throws.
Van
for
Vliet
him coming.
going to the line to tie up the
And the
game.
defense is all over Van Vliet
Oh,
inside.
my God.
He sticks with it and wins
What
a trip to the
has
line for his
happened?
efforts.
This game was in the bag, man. This game was done. And then Chamberlain got hurt, and then the comeback began. And here we are with 49 seconds to go with Fred Van Vliet, championship pedigree at the line, trying to tie the game.
So the first one drops, and that narrows the gap to 1.
Halfway there. Through the teeth of a hostile crowd.
That one drops.
Tie game.
Ties it up.
Look, every trip to the line
Oh my
counts,
God,
but
what is
getting
happening
all
here
of
in San
these
Francisco,
was extra
though?
important.
Wilt Chamberlain is hurt.
Important possession here.
Game is
We'll see how
tied.
they execute
Houston
under
has come
pressure.
back all the way down from 18
Ball
points
passes to George.
since the Chamberlain injury. Paul George trying to save him.
There's 37 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Nothing's
Pass to
there.
Ellis. 6 on the shot clock.
Paul trying to do it all. Paul
George against Brooks.
can't do it all.
Suffocating defense to keep
Here
the layup
comes
from
Houston
falling.
trying to win it.
Brooks, the pass to Van Vliet.
Van Vliet's open for 3. Ain't taking.
16 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Van Vliet, Harrison Barnes. I don't like this matchup. Oh my
The
God.
lead. Outside for Brooks.
Take it out.
Fires the 3.
I love seeing a player.
Timeout San
jump shot
Francisco.
to create a
Oh
great
my
run for a team.
goodness.
Warriors call timeout. What do you think is going to be there?
High
Let's
drama
move at this
here
point.
in San
They should
Francisco.
have a play prepared for this scenario. Little time.
The 18-game winning streak is
Of course, the
on
team
the
will be guarding
line.
the line, but no one said it
Wilt
was gonna be
Chamberlain is
easy.
hurt, and his team is down by 3 with 5 seconds to go. Klay Thompson's in there. Give me Buddy Hield. Give me my best three-point shooters. I'll take Ellis. Arabia. Guys, get out there and set screens. Oh my God. Here we go. We need a 3 to tie, and they know it. What a comeback by Houston, man. That injury to Chamberlain, though, I mean, that's what did it. But that doesn't matter right now. All that matters is getting a good shot off here for 3. Here's Klay.
5 ticks left
Open.
in the final quarter.
Go! And Team Chamberlain will lose.
And so the big
Oh
win by Houston in
my
a
God!
With the late victory, they upset plenty of these hometown fans.
They really should take this
What
win to
a
heart.
comeback
When
by
the pressure
Houston,
was on,
man. That
they
was
stepped
some
up and
guts.
worked twice as hard to overcome.
They were dead in the
And
water,
that'll wrap it
man.
up, folks. Alongside Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for tuning in to the NBA on 2K
They gave it to
Sports.
Şengün. It should still be
And
Chamberlain.
let's
That
leave you with
stats
our
are
player of the
unbelievable.
game, Alperen Şengün.
Wow. Fred VanVleet with that key assist, kicking it out to Danny Green open to win the game late. What a comeback. They were down by they were down by 20 points at one point, man, and came back. Winning it by 3. Damn. Team Chamberlain has a lot of questions to ask because the health of Wilt Chamberlain, remember, he's going to be hurt for the next 4 to 6 weeks. According to the, let's see if we can see it here. Well, Chamberlain, by the way, before he got hurt, he had 45, 39, 9 assists, and 3 blocks before the injury took place. And then the hero of the game, Fred VanVleet. They said Şengün's the player of the game, but I give it to Fred VanVleet. He made all the right decisions. The former NBA champion. But man, let's take a look at Wilt Chamberlain here. What is his health? They are saying Wilt is going to be injured. He can play through it, but as you've seen, he's not effective. And he's gone down from a 99 overall to a 97. And you can see the impact on his skill set. Look at his standing dunk is 87 now. That's just above average. His close shot is just not even. He's supposed to be higher, like a 90, a 95, 99, something like that. The mid range is off. is even down. He wasn't even that great at that. But these things that got me looking, his post hook and fadeaway. Those things are supposed to be killer. He no longer has access to that now via the injury. And then also, his ability to block shots have gone down. His rebounding has gone down. And on top of that, too, his agility and his speed. Oh, yes. It's vertical. He can't jump. He can't run. There's really no advantage to playing him now. You're better off sitting him. Because all he's going to do, you run the chance of re-injuring. And on top of that, too, he's a lame duck in transition. So you got to take him out. So how is Team Chamberlain going to do this? For the 4 to 6 weeks, the Big Dipper is going to be out. Folks. This is what he was doing before the injury. Just dominating Houston. They had nothing. Look at that. Just dominating Houston. He was just dominating them. And then he goes out. Then Houston makes this incredible, immaculate conception type run. it's like biblical. They just came back. Immaculate. Like, how did this happen? I'll tell you how. The main man went out. Fred VanVleet, 8 for 18 from the field, 3 for 6. From downtown, 5 assists. He was the man in the fourth quarter. He's the one that got it going. Man, just killing our guards, man. He was killing our guards, man. God, look at this. Bam. And Fred was, man, like Freddy Krueger's, like his names we should be calling him. It's a nightmare on Elm Street. Sheesh, man. Oh, man. So with that being said, guys, we go forward. But yeah, Wilt Chamberlain has sustained an injury. And that ends the long win streak. They were on a win streak from the last loss that we had was against Phoenix, of all teams. And then Golden State, almost 3 weeks almost, without a loss. And this only happened because Wilt went out. So he's going to be out for the next 4 weeks. That means this week, this one, so 1, 2, 3, 4. The earliest we can have him back is probably at the early January. Early January is the earliest. So we're gonna just sim all those games that he's not playing, because I know you guys don't want to watch. Nobody wants to watch the game with Wilt. We're just gonna we'll just sim those games. Unless you guys want to watch those. Unless you guys want to watch Team Chamberlain without Chamberlain on it. I mean, I'll do it if you guys want to see it. It's gonna be struggle bus, but I'll do it. So with that being, let's go ahead to the lineup here. Hold on, let me go ahead and just simulate here to the next game. So they're saying Chamberlain can play through this injury. Well, the word is that Chamberlain can play through this. See, I think you rest him. Just take him out. Just take him all the way out. Just take him all the way out. Put him down to injured reserve. Steven Adams comes in. Chamberlain's out until he gets well. So we're just gonna simulate the games until Chamberlain comes back. You guys are gonna see what happens. We're not gonna play that many minutes, of course not. Steven Adams can play that many minutes if he wanted to. Have to ask other guys to step up. Mogbo, and they're gonna take those minutes from Chamberlain. So it's all hands on deck for this team. Wow. And you might as well take Harrison Barnes out and bring in. I think that's a better look to have with Barnes coming off the bench in this situation, and have Lavervia at the power forward to start. because he's bigger. He gives you more size because you're gonna need that now for guys to get screens and run pick and roll. You're not doing the out. You're not doing like low post style offense anymore. So we're going to simulate. Oh man, that's a shame. I want to see this game right here. We're not going to get to see Chamberlain versus Jokic. That sucks. I want to see that game. And there's a game against the Celtics. That would have been interesting. And then there's Giannis. Oh man, we don't get to see him against Giannis again. Well, I'm going to simulate to here and just see what happens with Chamberlain. We'll see. So now Laravia has now received an injury. Listen, Laravia is now hurt. He has to sit down. So Team Chamberlain is going through. So now we got to rely on Maxi Kleiber to come in now. He must be given a chance to show that he can contribute. Man, look at this starting five, man. No, we decline that. Dude, look at that starting five without Chamberlain in there, man. That is brutal. That is brutal. That is. Oh my God. This team just went. That is brutal. That is brutal, man. Jeez. So we're gonna simulate. Let's go ahead and take a look at what Chamberlain's looking like right now on the injury watch. Like he's getting a little bit better. 2 to 4 weeks, they're saying. 2 to 4 weeks. Oops. There it is. He's healing up pretty fast. I'll give him that. He's resilient. He's got 2 to 4 weeks left to go. So we're just going to go ahead and assume that he probably won't play this whole week. We'll sim to here. I'm just going to assume he won't be able to play. And all those are losses. But check it out. But look at that. Even with Chamberlain being out, they won that game against the Portland, and they won that game against Toronto. They lost both games against Denver, and they won against Miami. Those are all teams, with the exception of Toronto, have good centers, especially with Jokic. Even though they lost them, which was predictable. Let's go ahead and take a look here at how's he doing now. He's got 1 to 2 weeks to go on that healing. I really want to play this game with the Celtics. He's not going to be ready. He's not going to be ready, unfortunately. Oh, he's day to day now. He's day to day. He's day to day now. Let's take a look at his statistics as he. Standing dunk has come back to 97 now. Driving dunk is up now. Close shots back. All right. He can play now. He's day to day. But his speed and agility, see, it's not what you would want. He's getting there. He's getting there. I'm going to sim to this day before Giannis. We'll sim through that date and see how he does. Now Mogbo is hurt. He must be. Jonathan Mogbo's hurt now. Man, they are getting decimated. Injuries. Well, we're going to play this game. Hold on. All right. Well, we're gonna play this game coming up next, guys. Chamberlain got hurt, but now, cause remember he got hurt from here. That was 2 weeks ago. So it's been 2.5 weeks since he got the injury. He's been cleared to play. He's not at 100%, but he's better than he was. And all of his metrics have gotten back to somewhat respect. And he's back to being somewhat what he's supposed to be. So I'm going to put him back in the starting lineup. Hopefully, he won't re-aggravate it because we're going to need him to be honest. We just lost Ellis. Ellis is down, one of our key contributors. He's hurt. Mogbo's hurt. So the whole entire team Chamberlain has been going through hell lately. It's been hell. It has been, man. So let's go ahead and get that lineup set up. Steven Adams will be coming out. And I guess it really doesn't make any sense to keep doing the Wilt because he can't play every game. He just missed games, so that stipulation is no longer there. So Wilt will now be, in my opinion, Wilt should be more dominant now because he's going to be getting rest now. We're not going to do the every minute thing anymore because he can't play every game now because he just missed games. So there's no point in keeping that going. So we're going to go ahead and play Wilt. Take Harrison Barnes to about 20 off the bench. As a matter of fact, put him back in because he fits in better with Wilt than Laveria would. Court spacing and running. There. And we'll bring him in manually. I'll do it myself manually. I do those substitutions. But yeah, that's the way it's going to be, man. Wilt Chamberlain back in the lineup after 2.5 weeks. We had to simulate games. Now we got to take back on with Giannis in Milwaukee. And you guys saw that game before the other day, and it was a classic. So I will see you guys for that one coming up here shortly. And as I start the video over. And thank you for hanging out with me. Hope you guys had a good day. What a game this was. Houston coming back by 20 points after Chamberlain got hurt. Damn. Incredible. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.